Welcome back, famous fans, to your go-to channel for the juiciest, funniest, most ironic celebrity drama stories. Today, we've got a tale of Olympic proportions, literally. Grab your popcorn because we're diving into the sweaty, feverish saga of Noah Lyles and his bronze medal performance in the 200-meter final at the Paris Olympics. You won't believe how hot this story gets, pun intended. So, how bad was Noah Lyles' fever when he snagged that bronze in the 200-meter final? Let's just say the man was practically burning up, literally. Lyles was racing with a 102-degree Fahrenheit fever. That's 39 degrees Celsius for all you metric fans. Yep, the 100-meter gold medalist was running like his pants were on fire, except it wasn't the competition heating things up, it was COVID-19. And yes, you heard that right, Noah tested positive for COVID just 2 days before his big race. Now, talk about taking playing through the pain to a whole new level. But let's backtrack for a moment. His coach, Lance Brauman, described Lyles' condition as nothing short of extraordinary. And let's be real, when your coach is impressed that you're still standing after running 19.70 seconds with a raging fever, you know it's a moment worth talking about. According to Brauman, that bronze medal was almost as satisfying as Lyles' gold in the 100 meters. And while the world was losing its collective mind over Lyles' heroic or perhaps reckless decision to race, the man himself was probably just trying not to pass out. Now, of course, social media had a field day with this. Critics were quick to point out the obvious: should Noah have even raced at all? Surely he shouldn't have even raced, contaminating the whole track, one keyboard warrior ranted on X. I mean, let's face it, the man was a walking biohazard. But while some were calling for the hazmat suits, others were singing his praises, marveling at how he managed to clock in a time of 19.7 with a fever hotter than his Instagram DMs. And let's not forget the aftermath. After the race, Noah was wheeled away by medics, clearly having given every last ounce of energy he had. He wobbled toward the medics, signaled for a cup of water like a marathoner who just crawled through the desert and then left in a wheelchair. If that's not a dramatic exit, I don't know what is. But here's the kicker: Noah Lyles is just getting started. According to Brauman, this isn't the last we'll see of him. He's got his eyes set on the next Olympics in LA, and who knows what kind of records he'll shatter there. Maybe next time he'll do it with a cold, just to keep things interesting. So what do you think, famous fans? Was Noah Lyles' fever-fueled bronze medal win a legendary display of grit, or should he have sat this one out to avoid turning the track into a pit from the world of the rich and famous? Now, let's take a moment to zoom out and think about the larger picture here. What does it take to be a champion? Is it just raw talent and physical prowess, or is it the mental toughness to push through when the odds are stacked against you? Noah Lyles gave us a masterclass in mental fortitude, showing that sometimes it's not just about winning, it's about how you handle adversity. Sure, the bronze isn't gold, but given the circumstances, it might as well be platinum. He could have easily bowed out, citing health reasons, and no one would have blamed him. But instead, he chose to race, knowing full well that he wasn't at his best. That decision alone speaks volumes about his character. And let's not ignore the ripple effect this has on the athletic world. How many other athletes have pushed through similar situations, battling not just the clock but their own bodies? Lyles' story reminds us of the fine line between bravery and recklessness, a line that athletes often walk. It also raises questions about the pressure these competitors face. Was Lyles driven by personal pride, or was there an unspoken expectation that he had to perform fever or no fever, or no fever? The world of sports can be unforgiving, and stories like these give us a glimpse into the intense pressure cooker that elite athletes live in. On the flip side, we have to ask, what kind of example does this set? In a world still grappling with the effects of a global pandemic, should we be celebrating someone who raced while being potentially contagious? It's a moral dilemma, and it's one that's sure to spark debates for weeks to come. But if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that Noah Lyles has cemented his place in Olympic history, not just for his speed, but for his sheer willpower. So, famous fans, as we wrap up this wild ride of a story, let's hear your take. Is Noah Lyles a hero for braving the track with a fever, or did he take it a step too far? And as always, stay tuned for more jaw-dropping stories from the world of celebrity drama. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more sizzling stories. Until next time, keep it famous.